What have they done to us? I can't believe we got another head. And why are we even lying in the pits? Are they trying to bury us?
That's it. I don't need any more of these failed experiments. I thought I could make a perfect human being, but it was all for nothing.
Looks like we're going to have a very strange day today.
What the?
Because look at the strange man walking right towards us. And he looks a lot like a private detective to me. Hey, you got something for us?
I highly suggest you take a look at the pictures I was able to get.
Ah!
Because while you sit back and relax, your girls are being subjected to horrible experiments.
Oh,
and
no!
only you have the power to save them.
Mikey, I think it's a total disaster. How could we even let our girls get kidnapped? Although I thought they went to the store together, what are we supposed to do now? We have nothing to go on to save them.
It's also very strange that this mystery man is missing.
Whoa.
And I think I know where we need to go. But before we do, how would you feel about us making our own armor and weapons?
Yes!
We could really use that in a fight.
You're right. We can't go in there unprepared. So let's go to the house first. I thought we had some tools for resource extraction. And with them, we can get iron a lot faster than if we did it from scratch.
All right then, we're going to the mine right now. But do you know where we should dig? Because we need to find iron or even diamonds a lot faster than usual. So we can't just dig down.
I don't quite see how we can prepare quickly either. And I still can't get over the picture that man gave us. So our lefties are basically being buried alive. I mean, that's just awful.
Follow me. I think I figured out how we can get a lot of resources in a short amount of time.
Whoa.
There's a good mine not far from here. So now we'll do what we need to do there and go straight to the rescue.
Yes!
Now, that's a plan I already like. So let's get to the mine. And I'm really hoping that once we get down there, we'll find the iron right away.
Yeah.
Because this is the first time we've ever had an urgent need for that material.
JJ, I think we should go down to the bottom of this cave because someone on the upper levels has already gotten all the materials. And look, it looks like we got lucky and found the iron quickly.
Hey!
So gather it up quickly.
I'm really glad there was a lot of iron here. So now we have to wait for it to melt, and then we can at least make swords. I think this horrible maniac is going to have an army of these monsters.
So you think he made two heads besides our girls?
Yes!
Then we're in big trouble, because I don't even want to fight monsters like that.
What
and
the-
you're not going to be the only one who can.
Mikey, I don't think this is the time for your fears, because we have to go in there and destroy everyone to save our families. I think you can do better than that.
That's it. We've got the iron ready, which
Booyah!
means we can make ourselves a sword. And it's a shame there's only enough iron for this, because I could use a set of iron armor before our raid.
We can certainly try to find more iron, but it will
Yeah.
take us many times longer. So I think we should go with what we have. And believe me, I think our swords will be enough.
All right, I'll believe you. And by the way, I understand the place we're going to is pretty close, because that scientist couldn't have dragged two girls that far, unless he had some weird monsters helping him.
Whoa!
I still don't want to see them.
I think so too. So we just have to go in one direction, and I'm sure we'll see something weird, and then we'll be almost there. But when we get to his lair, we have to be very careful.
By the way, don't you think it's odd that we didn't realize we were missing? But this detective did. And why he was in that weird place in the first place? I have more and more questions.
Look, I think I'm seeing something weird. So we should probably go check it out anyway. There's a chance our girls are in there.
Looks like you were right, and there's
Whoa.
some kind of strange room ahead of us. So we should probably go in there and check it out anyway. Although something tells me it's just gonna be the entrance to an underground building.
Be prepared that once we get in there, we'll be under immediate attack. So
Really?
keep your sword in your hand. I'll try to attack first, but I don't know if I'll succeed. And I hope there won't be any traps.
Okay, I hear you. But let's at least see where this room leads first.
Yes!
And something tells me we're gonna have to go down a very long way. How awkwardly constructed. Looks like this is just the beginning.
Or maybe it's just a way down into the main room. Because if you listen, you can hear some weird noises. So whoever we're looking for could be right in front of us soon.
JJ, look, it's the same villager who kidnapped our
No.
girls. So I'm gonna take him down real quick. And don't you dare run away from me. Although there's no way I can get this door open.
Oh,
That's too
no.
bad. What are we gonna do?
I decided to look at the pictures and realized that this room wasn't the only one here. Because I don't see any dirt blocks, so we're gonna have to open this door somehow. And let's start by looking around a little bit.
JJ, it looks like I found another passageway onward.
What the?
But the problem is, there's likely to be a test lane. So we're gonna have to spend a lot of time getting through it. And right from the start,
Ow.
we're greeted by a maze of spikes.
Let's just try to get through this as fast as we can, because I don't see any other way to get to that doctor, and when we can get to him, we'll destroy him together and sew his other head back on.
Oh yeah, that's an approach I'm sure I'll like.
Huh.
And by the way, I suggest you be very careful on those spikes, because if you fall on them, you're going to lose a lot of health.
Whoa.
We could use the armor though.
Don't worry, I'll be fine. It's not the first time I've been through a maze like this, so you better watch yourself, because you're the one who usually falls into the traps. And by the way, what happens next?
I hope we don't have to go through anything further, because I didn't come here to be tested. I came here to save my girlfriend, but we're not going to be able to do that just like that. So we just keep
Whoa.
moving forward.
Look, here comes the end of the first challenge.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought it would take us a lot longer, but it turned out to be a lot
Seriously?
easier. So let's run down the hallway as fast as we can and see what's waiting for us.
JJ, I hate to break it to you, but it
What
looks
the-
like we're gonna have to go through the spike maze again. And I'd be much happier with parkour than spikes. But we don't have a choice, so let's hurry up
Yes.
and get in this room.
It's weird that there's basically so many different traps and challenges. It can only mean that something terrible is happening next. And suddenly we're not ready to see what happens next.
Yeah.
We're not gonna save anyone that way though.
Look, it looks like the spike maze is a lot smaller this time, because we're almost to the end of it. So next we're gonna have to go parkour. And this one's a lot easier, because you and I are parkour professionals.
You shouldn't be in a hurry anyway, because if you make one mistake, you'll fall into the lava, and something tells me you won't be able to swim back up. So let's take the parkour slowly and carefully.
Do you really believe any of us have a chance of falling here? I mean, I know something weird can always happen, but not today, because I'm not going to disappear from this world until I destroy that doctor.
Whoa.
And look, it's pretty simple from here.
And I understand you perfectly. In that case, let's keep going through parkour. You know, I haven't seen parkour this long in a long time, so chances are this challenge will be the last one in this building. I hope so.
If this is the final challenge, I'll be very happy about it, because it's like my sword is begging for a fight. And I hope it's not the monsters, but their boss. After all, he's done too many horrible things.
Look, I think I can see the end of this parkour thing, so we don't have much time left. So don't even think about falling into the lava, Mikey. We've already come this far. That's why we can't just lose.
Don't worry, you can see that the next elements are very simple, so we'll definitely be able to just get through them. And then I think we should take a little break, because the challenge streak is taking a lot out of me.
Back in the day, you could go through a few of these parkours and you'd be fine. But I'm a little tired too for some reason. It's probably because we came here without any training. But it's okay, we're gonna make it.
It's so nice not to be standing over a lake of lava, but we can't rest for long.
Mikey, don't you think this aisle looks familiar? Oh yeah, our girls must be here somewhere, which means the doctor's probably gonna be here too. So let's figure out what we're gonna do first, huh?
Yeah.
I think we should dig up the bodies.
Of course we have to dig up the bodies of our girls, and
Booyah!
something tells me they're still alive. So if we can find a good doctor, he can remove the other head. That would be perfect.
JJ, thank you so much for reaching out to us. When we were shut down here, I was just lying there hoping someone would rescue us. And by the way, how did you even know where to find us?
We were told about you by a very strange man who was here when you were buried. And if it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't have even realized you'd been kidnapped. And by the way, where do we find a doctor now?
I think I can help you.
Seriously?
And it's best if you don't ask me how I got here. But just trust me. I've been a doctor in my life,
Whoa.
so I understand how to separate an extra head.
Looks like for now we have no better option but to trust you. And you want to do the surgery right here? I think it might be a little dangerous, although I haven't seen any enemies yet.
Let's do it that way then. I mean, there are couches here where we can do the surgery.
No.
JJ, you and I will guard the place in the meantime. I don't think anyone can get through us.
How much I'm still worried, especially because we entrusted our girls' lives to some stranger. But he's already helped us once, so this time it should go well. But I'm keeping my sword close.
By the way, don't you think we should go through all the rooms later?
Well, that's it. I managed to make it just perfect.
Whoa.
So now it's up to you to decide what you want. I'm gonna go now. I think I've done enough to make your life easier.
What a weird assistant we've got here. But thank you so much, because if it wasn't for his tips and help, we wouldn't be here. Now let's get out of here as fast as we can, because we're gonna have a hard time.
I think we should go out one of the doors we got in here. But while we were screwing around, I realized that there were a lot of monsters ahead of us. Do you think you'll be able to take them out?
It's going to be fine, so we can definitely take it easy this way.
Booyah!
When we went to rescue you, we made ourselves swords. So no matter how scary these monsters are, we will be able to handle them.
That's not what you said not so long ago. You seem to have a lot more courage now, and that's really cool, because now I don't have to fight alone. By the way, the monsters around here aren't that strong, so you're gonna be okay.
Look, it looks like this is the door we couldn't get through in the beginning.
Yes!
So why don't you check it out?
I understand that in order to move on, we have to clear all the rooms in here first. And now I can see how much more monsters this doctor has done. It's a good thing they're all weak.
JJ, well, I think you can handle them yourself. After all, you said yourself that you're too strong for them. I'd rather guard the girls in the meantime. They're not going to be able to fight here on their own.
You're right. It'll make it much easier for us to survive. And I've already wiped out almost everyone, so I think I'll just have a boss fight left after this. And that's where I might have a problem. So it's just gonna be the two of us, Mikey.
Are you sure you need my help? Because I don't really want to fight anymore. It's like all these monsters can give me a virus. And you know how scared I am of that.
Mikey, I think you need to get a little more serious. Because while I'm out here fighting a whole bunch of monsters, you can't even beat one. And as you can see, nothing bad is happening to me. So don't be afraid.
By the way, JJ, don't forget to look for any clues as to how we can even open this door. I think there must be a doorway in one of the rooms. And when you find it, we'll come to you.
Looks like I might actually have found something.
Seriously?
I'm not sure where it leads, but it shouldn't be a trap. So everybody come with me.
Yeah!
Who'd have thought you'd be able to find a way through?
Booyah!
So let's all go through it as fast as we can. And if that's the way out, I'll be the luckiest man alive. Because I can't be in there anymore.
By the way, didn't we want to get back at that doctor for what he did to us? And if we all run away, there's no one left to avenge. So I don't understand what your plan is right now.
I think I have one very simple plan. You girls should all go inside and hide, because you can't fight. Mikey, you go rest too.
No way!
I'll handle the rest.
JJ, are you sure you're the only one who can beat the rest of them? I can still help you, but I don't really want to, so I'm just gonna go home. And I wish you the best of luck in your fight.
Well, that's it. Now I'm alone and no one will bother me. And I'd probably have a better chance of winning if Mikey was here. Except I was starting to hear how tired he was. So it's just easier to do it on my own. And even through the door, I can see the horror that awaits me on the other side. But I can't see any other way out, so I just have to fly into this crowd of monsters and destroy them all. I should have taken Mikey's sword, by the way. And why, after all the tests we've been through, do I now have to go through a maze? I hate them more than anything, but I don't have a choice. So I'm just gonna keep moving forward, hoping that I'll find a way out right away. It's kind of a weird maze, though, because I'm moving through it too fast, and I'm starting to feel like there's really only one way, which is the right way. So it's not a maze, it's something else. And here, by the way, is the end of this maze. And now the spike challenge awaits me. By the way, how did the doctor get through this so fast? Looks like there's a secret passage with no traps, except I can't find it. And even if I could, I'd still need to spend too much time, which I don't have, because I can't afford to miss this doctor. He kidnapped our girls. By the way, I've basically gotten to the end already, and now there's some kind of door waiting for me. The good news is that the ordeal is over for today. I didn't expect monsters to be waiting for me even here, so I should be very careful. But this can't go on forever, so I think I'm going to get to the boss room very soon. I also understand that it was the end, because there's that weird door in front of me again, and to get to it, I have to do parkour, except I can see that I can get through it even faster than the author had planned.
Looks like you finally got through to me.
Boom!
What are you gonna do now?
Well, that's it. I think I've managed to answer this doctor what I was going to do to him, and now I have to find a way out of this building. Well, this looks like the way out. And to be honest, I don't have any energy left at all, but I have one more parkour to go. At least I'm glad that once I can lift, I don't have to do anything else. So I'm almost done. I'm also very interested to see Mikey's reaction, because I was able to take down the big boss too quickly, so I'm gonna be everybody's hero. And by the way, I hope I don't fall in the lava here. Still, it will be too terrible and for that cleaned a large number of rooms with monsters and defeated the main boss. Mikey, can you hear me? I could use your help getting out. It's a shame he can't hear me, because like Mikey said, he was scared to wander around that building. So now he's just sitting in the house and he won't even try to get out. I don't need to though, I can get there myself. I think I can make everything a little surprise and show up out of the blue, because no one will be expecting me this early. And now I congratulate all of us for surviving.
Whoa!
And I did destroy that doctor.
JJ, I just can't believe my eyes. How'd you take care of the boss so fast? To be honest, I didn't think you'd be back until tonight. But it looks like the boss was a lot weaker than the usual monsters.
You're right, it was very easy for me to fight him.
Seriously?
But let's just be glad it's over now, which means we can all just relax now.
Yeah.
And yes, I thank the strange man who helped us on this adventure.
Yep.